Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to jump into a super cool real-world story about building an AI bot. It's a classic tale. You have a simple problem, you hit a massive roadblock, and then you make a really clever pivot that changes everything for the better. Okay, so let's get right into it. Every great idea usually starts with a really annoying problem. And for this company, the problem was crystal clear. Imagine you're a technician out on a job, and you have to stop and manually log every single little part you need. It's slow, it's a pain, and you're bound to make mistakes. So this one sentence, this was their mission. So how'd they try to fix it? Well, their first idea was actually super simple and kind of elegant. They imagined creating this direct line, a sort of digital bridge, connecting the text in the field straight to the main inventory database. The goal was to cut out all those clunky manual steps in the middle. And they gave it a great name, the Technician Bridge. The idea was just so powerful. The whole point was to let the text use the one thing they're always on anyway, their phone's messaging app. They could just text what they need, in plain English, and a smart AI in the background would act as a universal translator, turning that casual text into a perfect structured entry for the database. No new apps to learn, no training required. Simple. So what app do you pick? Well, the obvious first choice, right? WhatsApp. I mean, everybody's already got it. Everybody knows how to use it. It just seemed like the path of least resistance to get this thing built and, more importantly, actually used by the team. Now, this is where the story gets really interesting, because this super straightforward, common sense plan just slammed face first into a wall, a big corporate API wall. The plan was solid, but the platform they chose, well, it had other ideas. And look, the team did everything right. I mean, step by step. They built the script, they set up the HL inventory bot right inside Meta's official developer console, they got everything wired up, and then crickets. Nothing. They were just stuck in verification limbo. Their entire project, totally built and ready to roll, was completely dead in the water, just waiting for a green light from Meta that might never come. And this is where the genius move happens. Instead of just waiting around and fighting a battle they couldn't win, they made a really bold call. They decided to ditch the whole platform. They moved the entire operation over to Telegram. And as you can see from this note, it wasn't just a workaround. Oh no, this was a massive upgrade. They dodged all those crazy API restrictions and they got rid of per message costs. A total win-win. So this brings us to the real breakthrough moment. Moving to Telegram wasn't just about swapping one app for another. It let them level up their whole plan. Suddenly, they were free. They weren't held back anymore, and they could finally build the system they really wanted to build from the start. And this slide, wow, it really lays it all out, doesn't it? This pivot was a huge strategic leap. They went from a restrictive, complex, and costly API with WhatsApp to one that was open, easy for developers, and totally free on Telegram. And the killer feature? Telegram was just built for seamless integration with bots and group chats. With one move, they knocked down both the technical and the financial walls. Okay, so now that they had this new freedom, what's the first thing they built? Security. And they gave it a great name, the VIP Bouncer. Before the bot does anything, it checks the user's ID against a master list of approved technicians. It's basically like a bouncer at a club for your database. If your name's not on the list, you're not getting in. Simple, but absolutely critical. But then came the real star of the show, the brains of the whole operation, the box multiplier. This is where the AI, in this case, Gemini, really gets to shine. It's basically a universal translator for technician slang. So when a tech just texts, "I need 3 elbows," the AI is smart enough to know they don't mean 3 single little parts. No, it knows they mean 3 boxes of 3-inch elbows. It translates the way people actually talk into the way a database needs to think. So let's just walk through how slick this whole process is. Step 1, a tech sends a normal text into a group chat, just like they would to a coworker. Instantly, step 2, the VIP bouncer gives a quick, "Yep, you're on the list." Then, step 3, the box multiplier does its translation magic, and bam, step 4, perfect, clean, structured data goes straight into the database. No humans touching it, no mistakes. It's beautiful. But here's the thing, it doesn't stop there, not even close. By building on this much more flexible platform, the team basically unlocked a whole new world of possibilities for the future. And just look at what they've got cooking. They're talking about using Vision AI, where a technician could just snap a picture of their empty truck rack, and the AI will literally see what's missing and place the order automatically. How cool is that? And it gets even smarter. They're planning to have the AI analyze the upcoming job schedule and give managers a heads up if they're about to run out of parts. That's the leap from just being efficient to becoming truly predictive. So this whole story kind of leaves us with one big question, right? Every single industry, every business, every team has its own secret language, its own internal shorthand, its own version of three elbows. So, what's yours? And just think about what incredible things you could unlock if you had an AI that could finally understand what you really mean.